comfortable. A lot of women's clothing I find, I don't know, doesn't always sit particularly well. It's comfortable and it sits over the hips and it goes down over your back and your bottom, because a lot of the clothing can ride up. I find that when I'm riding and you're bent over, it can just ride up a little bit, and this hasn't sort of shifted from that position. And all the stuff just looks great. The good colours, you feel safe wearing bright green and bright pink. I've just been speaking to another girl and she's telling me about a few road races. It's not something that I'm really familiar with, coming from sort of a swimming and triathlon background, but I've come back in. I think there are about 70 women did this today and I've come in third. Not that I'm counting or anything. So, you know, I guess that speaks for itself, that maybe I should, you know, focus my talents towards cycling a little bit and see what happens. The medium sportive, I was considering that myself at first, but we sort of go out for maybe 30-40 kilometres on a bike ride anyway, so I thought I'm going to challenge myself and try the 100k, which I think a few people have done. There's been a good mix today actually, because I think there's been a few kind of road races, but there's also been quite a few people. I saw some women in there baskets on, and obviously they were doing it for a bit of fun with their friends. But there's been really good sort of camaraderie out on the road as well, everybody saying hi and having a chat to each other, and I think that's a good thing for the sport. You know, I've come on my own and I didn't feel kind of intimidated or, you know, worried about it. Just done it, we've all just had a good time, and the spirit here is, you know, everybody's happy that they've done it. I swim for a master swimming club as well, and we get a lot of you know, sort of women maybe in the 20s and the 30s coming back to competition, and they're the same really. People get intimidated and in whatever kind of competition they're doing, and particularly with the women, I suppose it's like the park runs as well, where, you know, it's a run, not a race. This is the same sort of thing, and, you know, I've come and enjoyed it coming out, and, you know, I've really put a lot of effort in today, but then, well, the same thing. So the people who've come here and, you know, they're still doing it, they're still going out and doing 100k on a bike, and that's a good effort. It's been great. I did the quick registration, I got my printout on the computer earlier on this week, so it just got scanned. We all got set off. Initially I was a bit curious as to what was going to happen when we get a staggered start, but it was only a few seconds between each group. And yeah, the whole thing, come back, you know, they've got the clothing, tea and cake, which is always a bonus when you've got no energy left. And the sun's out, so I think that's probably helped a bit as well, yeah. We did a bit of a sneaky recce of it last night, drove around. I think a few bits had changed because I think it was supposed to go on some cycle paths, but given that there's Zoca show on and a few other things, they changed their mind. But yeah, it was all fine. They were really easy to see. Good route. I guess we got a map as well, but I didn't need to use that. Just got to keep your eyes open, I suppose. I went out with my female friend for a cycle ride on Wednesday, and for the first time ever, I actually saw, you know, more than one group of women on their own going out. You know, you usually see a lot more men, and I think that is a great thing, because, you know, obviously in this day and age people are getting, obesity's rife, and, you know, if we can all get out on our bikes and, you know, get seen, then maybe car users will get used to seeing bikes on the road and be a bit more forgiving as well. I think they've all been pretty good today actually, maybe because I had a race number on my back that they moved out of the way a bit more, I don't know.